Good morning and welcome to another conversation with Mose. And as always, I pray life is treating you well wherever you are in the world and that you're one day closer to your dreams, hopes, prayers, and aspirations coming true. Today is a special day as always. It's a beautiful day to be in a neighborhood. And today I'm going to be featuring Cardi B. She is my inspiration for today. Am I the Drama? Is our subject matter, and it's also the name of her new CD. So, without further ado, this is Cardi B, and this is Petty and Pretty.
Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hosting they ain't ready enough. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. When I walk a bitch down, it be sexy as fuck. Name 5 beer songs, gun pointed to your head. Bow, I'm dead. That melatonin flow putting us so bad. I'm doing you a favor, epic, run me my bread. Pop shit, bop bags, only thing that I do. Every time I pray, I thank God I'm not you. I'd rather die on the surgery table before I gotta walk around here looking like you. You wanna beef with me, are you sure? Do she even gotta be a T award? Slap me, cause you bored, just a big lapdog, be a Labrador. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hosting they ain't ready enough. Ooh. You a fake ghetto bitch and I don't like them. Your mama used to fuck around with white men. Disgusting. Girl, you trapped and I hate when a bitch think she cute cause she light skinned. Talking about culture, you wildin'. Look, me boy, you Italian. I'm Cardi B, shorty. Who you wanna be, shorty? You from Boston, let's have a little tea party. Why you got kicked out of that condo? Why you be online and be lying though? Why you always at Diddy house? I heard they comb that little kitty out. Tell these folks what it's really about. Why you all on people's face with that shitty mouth? Diarrhea beer, breath so stank you can smell it when you see I'm like weave to the floor, I'm like make her hate me even more, I'm like hoes easy to ignore. It's been 2 years since you put a number on the board. I'm a bad bitch and you mad cause you built like your dad. You damn near unemployed. They only book you when they can afford koi. Look, I got one album and I'm up still. Thought a watch costs more than your pup deal. My ass off here, it feels dumb real. Credits on your shit, you need a conceal. 32 and you got acne on your face. Dirty bitch, go and change your pillowcase. Look, I'm an icon, I'm a legend. I mean, girl, you a graduate. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hosting they ain't ready enough. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. When I walk a bitch down, it be sexy as fuck. Real bad bitch and you mad cause you built like your dad. I heard a bitch looking for me. Hey girl, I'm at the bank, where you at? Hey, you a real bad bitch, let me see you clap. If you a real bad bitch, let me see you clap. If you a real bad bitch, let me see you clap. Let me see you clap. Yeah, let me see you clap. Little dirty ass bitch, let me see you clap. It's the Brim Reaper, bitch. You thought I was gonna let you slide, ho? I told you, bitch, I was gonna reply on my time, bitch. Are you dumb? Told you don't ever mention my kids, bitch. Do this and beat me.
And that was Cardi B's Pretty and Petty. Actually, I think I said petty and pretty at the beginning, but anyway, it's pretty and petty as fuck, to quote Miss Cardi B. But anyway, I really love that song for a million reasons, which also, again, inspired this podcast for today. And of course, as you know, she's been in the media promoting and grinding, which I have a lot of respect for, I want to say first. I mean, I'm from the music industry, spent a lot of years in the music industry in my earlier life, and she's doing it the way I'm used to seeing people do it. I mean, really getting out and I call kissing babies and shaking hands and hugging people and getting to know her fans and thanking them in person. And to be honest with you, I think artists have gotten away from that. And I believe Beyonce does it. Janet still does it. It's important to reach out to your people and let them know that you appreciate what they're doing for you, what they've done for you. And even the haters, the haters too. But anyway, what inspired, I'm definitely going to be talking about her, and I was going to have some quotes, but She has so many quotes out there. Cardi has a lot of work to choose from in terms of just things I wanted to share about some of the things that she's been saying, past and present. But anyway, I call it Am I the Drama because I've had the same issues I believe that she speaks on. And you wonder if the drama's following you. So I'm asking you the question, are you the drama? And it's kind of a open-ended question, but I'm going to see if I can answer it. But for me, I feel like haters have followed me, but they were disguised as my friends. And Cardi speaks on this a lot, and I've spoke on it in past podcasts. And I have to apologize. I was a little upset yesterday that I recorded a whole episode and the musical track didn't land on the podcast, so I had to re-record the whole podcast. But I had a lot of good stuff to say, but I'm going to try to reiterate what I spoke on yesterday. And basically, again, I've had issues with drama following me, and I pride myself on being drama-free because I'm pretty much a what you see is what you get type of person. And I'm really not one of those people that looks for drama. But I always seem to attract the people that bring it. And for a long time, I thought it was me. And I'm thinking, what's going on? And what I mean is like whether it's people having relationship problems, job problems, relationship and job problems, or people lying on me, people saying things about me that's not true, online, offline, people trying to get next to you so they can steal your ideas, steal whatever they can from you, use you, and turn around and pretend like they don't know you. And, or I've taken pictures of people as a photographer. They may give somebody else the credit. They may say they took the picture, or they don't give you credit at all. Or just different things that have come back to me, or things that I've seen online. And you show support to people and they don't show you the same support, or they kind of get offended when you ask them about, when you confront them and like, well, why are you not helping me? It turns into an argument or a situation. When I lived in Atlanta, I've had people cuss me out because I wouldn't let them stay with me, because I wouldn't let them bring somebody with them. And, and it turned into an old acquaintance cuss me out because I wouldn't let him stay with me because he was bringing his boyfriend. And I was just like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. So it was just one of those, I could go on and on, I really could. And it's just, honestly, it frustrates me sometimes because I feel like that's probably why I don't have a lot of friends now. I don't trust people, because again, I don't tell people things because they hold it against you or they try to. And I did question, and I do still sometimes, am I the drama? What am I doing? What am I giving off that people feel comfortable bringing that to me? And I'm learning to let it go. I'm learning to walk away from people without even confronting them or anything. And the reason why is because why do I have to tell people they're doing wrong or it's wrong? Because to me, if you don't already know, I'm going to waste my breath. People that live in drama, and again, I could go on and on about the drama that has been brought to my doorstep, but I won't do it. I'm not going there. I can't, because I feel like some of us really are grinding, and I have a lot of respect for Cardi because she is grinding. She is making her money. And that's somebody that I think people have underestimated. I mean, she may talk, real ghetto, and she might be real frank, but she's very transparent and very authentic. And people love that about her. I love it because it's made me more that way. Actually, it's a freedom that nobody can take from you. That kind of level of freedom of just being yourself all the way around. People can't hold anything against you. Nothing. They have no power over you because you can already acknowledge who you are. And she acknowledges, I'm not perfect. I'm not this. I'm not going to always do things ladylike. And you might not like it, and that's okay. but I'm going to be me. And that's how I feel. Everybody's not going to like what I say or how I say it, or, and I know there are some people that don't like my podcast. Or like, who does Mose think he is? And I'm proud to say I'm up to like 5,000 downloads, which is not a lot for some people. But for me, just to know that 5,000 people downloaded it was downloaded 5,000 times by so many individuals, that it makes me feel good that somebody's listening. That's all that matters to me. Maybe I don't have a whole lot of listeners, but I know that the people that are listening are getting it. And the only thing I want more of is I want to hear from more people. I would love to hear their thoughts and opinions on some of the things I've shared, like even this podcast. Are you the drama? Because some of us do bring the drama. Maybe we don't realize it. And those people I can forgive, because if somebody can tell you and you can receive it like, oh yeah, you do bring the drama, then that's okay. But people that don't know that they're bringing the drama, people that don't realize that they're toxic, I don't know about that. Like, I can't be around people that are always talking about other people. I can't stand those people. Because if they're talking about them, they're going to talk about you. And I'm very mindful of what I say to people. And if I'm saying something that can be repeated. Meaning if I don't want to repeat it, I'm not telling you. And the other thing I'm learning to do, and the key word is learning, is keeping some things to myself. People can't critique it or comment on it if they don't know about it. Like, for example, if you're listening to my podcast, then I'm back in school, I'm back in college. I'm actually studying graphic design. And I don't know where this school journey is taking me, but I love being in school. I love being a college student. Absolutely. And the only people that know about that are the people that are listening to my podcast. And I don't share it on social media. I really don't. Like where I'm going, what I'm studying, and all that good stuff. It's not up for debate. Why I'm in school now so late in my life. And see, I don't need those opinions. And I can take it, but it's just better for me to just keep that to myself. Again, I don't mind my podcast listeners knowing about it, but for me, people hate on me anyway. And I know me, the things that upset me are the people that question things about me that concern me. Another thing that upsets me is when people bring their religious views, onto me. And what I mean by that is find out what my spiritual practices are before you assume. Don't assume that you know anything about my relationship with God. It offends me for anybody. And to me, your relationship with the Father, the higher being, or whatever you refer to him as, is yours, your personal relationship. I don't believe in debating your spiritual beliefs. I think that's a personal thing. It's like talking about people's marriages, their relationship with their children. It's personal to you. So I really get offended when people try to impose or tell me I'm doing it wrong, or when you don't know my struggle. You don't know what brought me closer to God. You don't know what people's beliefs are. And even people that don't believe in God, I can respect it. I don't have to agree with it. And there are a lot of things that people have opinions and thoughts about things that I don't agree with, but I'm not here to agree. That's what makes makes life interesting. Just like I don't really get on here talking about political views at all. I may skate on it, but I really don't want to get into that conversation. Because for one, let's just agree to disagree. I have my thoughts about a lot of things, as I've said before, but I don't bring drama. Just like there are a lot of things I could say about people specifically. I could name names, I could do this, but then then I am the drama. I don't have any respect for people that choose to, like I said, belittle people, put people down, degrade them online in a public space. My thing is, if you have issues with somebody, take it directly to them. The world The public does not belong in that situation. And you're purposely bringing drama into what maybe was a great relationship. Even people that were married or getting divorced, and the spouse wants to bring drama into the relationship because it's over. I don't care for that. We've all been hurt before, maybe hurt again. Who knows? It's just that move on. All that anger and resentment, you could be using that power for something else. And I'm a firm believer, and Lord knows I'm tired and exhausted. I don't have it to give people. I really don't. To argue with people and to say, oh, you wrong. If I have to, if I'm confronted, yeah, I'll do and say whatever I need to. But for the most part, I try to avoid drama. Honest to God, I try to avoid it. I don't have the energy or the time to cut somebody out and to be, or to even fight somebody. I really, like I said, I will if I have to, but why? Why? I know I'm not the drama. I'm probably the most laid back. Sometimes I think I'm pretty boring, to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of stories to tell about my life. I'm pretty much a homebody. Me and my partner, my dog, our dog. I don't really get into certain things I just have no interest in. I really, really don't. I'm older now. And even when I was younger, I still didn't. I enjoy my own company, which I think people sleeping on. You have to enjoy your own company. And it amazes me the people that don't. Like, I can go to dinner by myself. I can go to the movies. I can travel by myself. I don't have an issue with my own company, And it's one of those things, and if I was single, I could date myself. I remember some therapist or someone said, could you see yourself dating yourself? Not realistically, of course, but just, yeah, I could. I'm a very interesting man, very complex, but at the same time, I love learning from other people. I love reading. I love everything creative. I love every type of music. I love artists that put their soul into their music. I love writers that do the same thing, into their work. And it's something about it. And I'm a firm believer in putting your soul in everything that you do. And you can't care what people think. You just can't. And I spent a lot of years worrying about what people thought about me. Too many years. And now, to quote Cardi B, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I honestly don't. And the way I wear my hair, how I carry myself, I have a sense of pride. I do. Black pride, gay pride, human pride. And I think everybody should experience that level of freedom, period. Every human being should know what that feels like. To just walk in your truth, whatever that might be. The only issue I have with people is sometimes I think people force their ideas and views on people, whether it's personal, professional. I don't believe in that. I don't. I don't think you should force your views on people. It should be either received or not, and you should be okay with it, in terms of, because I feel like everybody wants special treatment, and I've said that before, and I don't know if that's realistic. I'm drinking my coffee, so excuse me. But anyway, I feel like it's not fair because everybody wants special treatment. Everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants their views to be viewed as important or relevant. But they might not be for some people. And that's okay. I can admit there are some white people that are never going to like black people. Never. No matter what we do. No matter how much progression or how much we bring to society, to America, they just simply not going to like us. It's rooted in their DNA. It's rooted in who they are, their history. And there are some black people that ain't going to never like white people. But again, I think if we can just get to a happy medium, the world will be a better place. But I digress. But my point is, we have to be okay as individuals. And I think a lot of people are insecure. Insecure people, period, are the people that I have drama with normally. If they're around me, if they're insecure at all, I don't care what race they are, even or what gender, that's when it comes up with me. Drama usually ensues when I'm around insecure people, because for some reason I bring out something in people that they have issue with within themselves. And I've learned that, and I can pick it up right away. People that don't look you in the eye, people that are reluctant to be around you to discuss certain things, or people that are quick to talk about you, and I've just noticed that the older I've gotten, it's like, well, wait a minute, what's this about? And honestly, I just limit contact with those people. I do. And I may smile in their face. It's like, oh, okay. But I know who you are. And I know who you are. So it's like I don't have to ring the alarm or say anything. I don't have to do that. So when I'm listening to Cardi B talk about different people, I can only imagine, not just her, a lot of famous people that get talked about, that I respect. And there may be some truth to what people say about certain people, but do you have a right to say that though? I mean, there's a lot of artists that I respect that I may not like how they move in the public eye, but it's not my right to get up online and social media to talk about them. Excuse me, especially when they're black. And that's my issue again. I'm not tearing anybody down. I'm just not doing it. And I'm not anybody's judge and jury. I have my thoughts and opinions about people, but they're simply my own. And I don't believe in it. I just don't. I don't think we have a right to publicly assassinate people and to tear people down or to make them. And when other black people do it, I have to catch myself if I'm doing it. But I don't care for that. I really don't. Because again, to be successful in this country, to have a level of success, financial security is a struggle, and to maintain that, it's not easy, and people are fickle, to be, like, again, successful, to be black, to get to a place of financial security as a person of color is an accomplishment that should be respected, especially if they got there legally. I mean, if it's they grinded and all that. Now, as far as the illegal stuff, that's a whole nother conversation. But people that have made it and have tried to maintain that lifestyle, and again, in this country, when people are trying to keep you down, they should be applauded. They should be like, how did you do that? And that's how I feel. How did you do that? What did you do? And I have to admit, I'm frustrated because I feel like my life should be moving forward faster. And I feel like, why hadn't things happened for me? What was taking so long? And God's timing is perfect. I had to rely on him. And the reason I say that is because there are a lot of things I could have done to move my life forward in the direction I wanted. I could have done some shady stuff. I could have talked about people. I could have done some things to move things faster. Or at least I feel like. I don't know if it would have worked, but I don't know that it wouldn't have worked. But because when you do something, you got to keep doing it. I could have created drama around myself to become this person that I wanted to be. But I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, like Cardi. I'm grinding, putting myself out there as much as I can. And the only thing I'm going to hope for is that some of it is going to come back. I put myself out there in the universe, as young people say, and you pray that you're going to get some of that back. And I have. And I have a lot of irons in the fire. And even getting up early in the morning to record this podcast, and I have so many other things to do. I have homework and walking the dog and spending time with my partner. And you have to make time for what you want to make time for. And I appreciate my listeners, and I want to talk about Cardi B because I have so much respect for her as an artist. There are a lot of artists that I like, but I respect. I absolutely respect her decisions to do her. It works for me. And no matter how she presents it, she's funny. She makes you laugh. She really gives you that break from whatever you might be going through. And she seems like the kind of friend that would take care of you. I mean, really, like if she's there with you, she's present, she's making time. And she just seems like the kind of person that'll call and check on you or make you laugh or take you somewhere to cheer you up or whatever, even though she knows she can't fix it. And that's me. And that's the other thing. I'm going to continue to be a kind person. I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. I love you. I'm going to be myself. And the people that know me know me. There are certain people you couldn't tell them about me, and they're going to believe it. They're just not. My people know who I am, and you can tell them certain things about me, and they're going to look at you. That's not Mose. That's not him. You know, and any of my people that have issues are going to come to me anyway. They're going to come straight to me. So that's why I don't mind having a drama-free life. And I think I probably could have called this podcast Drama Free. And actually, I wrote a poem years ago called Drama Free, but I don't know where it is. But anyway, I just want to say, you know, I know this was an interesting podcast, and I really want you to take away from it is it's okay not to be involved in drama, to walk away from toxic people, to say, you know what, I don't need this. And you don't always have to respond. You don't have to retaliate. It's not easy to do. It's not. Sometimes you really do have to go there, like she say, Cardi, like she says, sometimes you have to take people to hell. You have to really go down, take them down, and let them know, like, I'm not the one. I am not the one. And I'm not the one. I don't like being pushed in those situations. But again, I want to encourage people to, and then recognize if you're bringing the drama. And if you're bringing the drama, why are you bringing the drama? What's really going on with you? And that's where I am. You know, it's just one of those things. I mind my own business. I do. It's not my business to worry about what other people are doing. You know, I say do it safe. Be okay with who you are. And that's it. And find security in yourself. Find something that makes you feel good about you. And that's all I can say. I mean, I really don't, you know, and don't hate on other people because they found a freedom that you can't understand. Get over that. Get over that. You know, if you want to find out how they got that way, then ask. Learn something. Take notes. Pay attention. And on that note, as always, I pray life is treating you well wherever you are in the world. And that you're one day closer to your dreams, hopes, prayers, and aspirations coming true. Thank you for listening.